So what's the difference between this and this? Okay, so this is your typical tabletop wet saw. You got a guide here, like a regular table saw. You got a diamond blade, and you've got a reservoir for water. So to use this, you need to have water. And typically what water means is you get overspray front and back on these ones here. Typically when you're cutting the tile, you have to kind of lean to one side or the other, because even with the fence now, it always sprays out in front. And this one hasn't been cleaned. I lent it out. The person I lent it to didn't clean it, and it always ends up with a slurry. You need water, and you need a place to put it where if it drips or you get more overspray, it's not going to be a problem. So I'm not going to actually cut anything with this because I haven't used this since I got that one. And the other thing about this too is if you want to use it inside, you're going to have to cover the area where you're doing the work so that you don't have overspray, as I was saying, and you don't have a mess. And then when you clean it up, you got the slurry to clean up, and you gotta find somewhere to dump the water and stuff like that. And you have to keep, if you're going to be using this a lot, you're going to have to continuously keep an eye on the level and top it off. And as you top it off, the bottom gets full of slurry, so the water level actually becomes less and less because the bottom of the reservoir builds up in slurry. And the other thing too is, like I'm outside here, so it's the summer. It's actually August, so right now it's perfectly fine, and we can cut outside, and it's not bad. But December, January, February roll around, you're not going to be doing any cutting outside because the water's going to freeze. So you have to find a spot inside that keeps the water warm so that it doesn't freeze over. They spray water all over the place and they make a mess. So what's the difference between this and this? So this is the IQ 228 Cyclone. I've been using this for years. You can see how it's all messed up. It's got this on it. It's got dust on it. I've been using this for 3 years. This one here, I've had it for maybe 4 years. I've been using this. And the beauty of this is it doesn't make any dust and it cuts dry. You don't need any water. So it doesn't matter if it's freezing cold outside. It's not going to be a problem because there's no water to freeze. So this also has, let's say, that moves back and forth. It has a fence so you can square up your tile and make the cuts. It also, if you've got big tiles that won't fit on the tray, it's like an 18 inch. But if you've got a 24 inch, not a problem. You take this off. Now you've got a completely flat surface that you can cut any size tile on. So this goes on here for for anything up to 18 inches. And then if you need to make repeated rip cuts that are exactly the same size, they give you this fence. Then you lock in here and you adjust, micro adjustment to whatever size you need it to make repeated cuts of exactly the same size. I always forget which way it goes. And once you're done, clean the filter, pull out the tray, pump it out, all set and ready to go for next time. So does this have an advantage? I think it does, because number one, no dust, cuts dry, no water, and you can put it anywhere you need to use it. So you don't need a special spot that's covered so the water doesn't flung all over the place.